having that relationship with yourself first is going to be the catalyst to all your other relationships. And as long as you don't have a relationship with yourself, as long as you don't stand on business when it comes to your relationship with you, you will not stand on business in a relationship with somebody else. No husband and no boyfriend, I don't wish to be unequally yoked.
I'm in the same place I was a month ago. Like, is anybody gonna want to be with me?
I'll be talking about my culture.
Problem was between black men, passport bros, and black women. It was the fact that they felt the need to disrespect black women.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure to get my videos as soon as I release them.
One thing about it, y'all, in this day and age, you either gonna be in a relationship or you're gonna stand on business, but you can't do both. Agree or disagree? Do you think that it takes a lot of bending on your standards to be in a relationship in today's society, in today's climate?
I don't think so. You just got to find the right person for you, because everybody has somebody that's for them. But it'd be when people be trying to force relationships. That's when the compromising and the arguments and, oh, I need this or I'm leaving type situations come. But if you already got somebody that understand who you are and understand how you move and you understand who they are and how they move, then, you know, that's going to be the best relationship for you.
Well, I totally agree with that, right? Nobody should be getting with someone that's not going to be in their program. And the way it is right now is usually women want it their way. They want you to just get in their program and that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it's just not right? That's not the natural order of things. They're trying to flip it around, flip everything on its head and make it to something to where society can't exist anymore. It's true. When guys talk about everything and say, you know, it's needed for things to be a certain way, for society to keep moving, it's right. But anyway, I gotta play something else.
You either gonna be in a relationship or you're gonna stand on business.
First of all, sis, I'm gonna do both, okay? I'm gonna be in a relationship and I'm gonna stand on business because I understand first that the relationship with myself is my priority, okay? I think that a lot of women have this misconception that in order to be in a relationship, you gotta settle. You gotta be unequally yoked. You gotta reduce your needs, your desires, your wants, and you gotta compromise. Compromise for what? Compromise for what reason?
See, she said you gotta be unequally yoked. I don't think you should be unequally yoked, but you gotta compromise. Yes, that's very true. Most women don't. But let her finish.
To compromise? What is compromise? You have to understand that having that relationship with yourself first is going to be the catalyst to all your other relationships. And as long as you don't have a relationship with yourself, as long as you don't stand on business when it comes to your relationship with you, you will not stand on business in a relationship with somebody else. You as an individual matters more than you joining up as a collective and still not having your individuality. You see what I'm saying? But when you set your boundaries while you're dating, when you set your boundaries on your self-love, how you talk to yourself, how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, the way you think of yourself, you will ensure that you will not attract people who do not align with your belief system. The reason you attract people who can't raise up to the occasion of loving you is because you have not raised up to the occasion of loving you. The reason you can't stand on business in a relationship is because you're not standing on business with the relationship you have with yourself. That's important. Because when I set my boundaries with me and I say, hey, Kai, I'm not doing this anymore. I want to talk to myself nicely. I want to spoil myself. I want to love myself. I want to not spend time in rooms and in environments where people cannot celebrate and take me seriously. That's what I'm doing for me long before a man shows up in my life, so that when he shows up, he has to mind. I do not wish to be unequally yoked with nobody. I mean no business partners, no friendships.
She said she wants a man to align with her.
No family, and no husband, and no boyfriend. I don't wish to be unequally yoked. And this is how I stand on business.
3 levels of leftover women in Chinese. Level 1, 剩女 means leftover woman, over 30, not married. Level 2, 圣斗士 means leftover warrior, over 35, not married. Level 3, 必胜客 means unescapable leftover woman, over 40, not married.
The minute that you make your relationship with the other person bigger than your relationship you have with yourself, that's the minute you stop standing on business. That's the minute you start idolizing the relationship and not taking yourself as a priority. And that's why you feel like you can only either be in a relationship or you can stand on business and be by yourself. You can actually do both.
Why are all these women married?
But first you got to establish a good relationship with yourself.
Yeah, see, and that's the problem. Like, she doesn't realize she's saying the same thing Sprinkle saying. Have it my way. Nothing else matters. And it's just not that way anymore. It's 2023. We're going to 24. And men have been knocked in the head with the hammer. The hammer of the red pill. Not so much the red pill, the real pill. Guys have woken up and said, you know what? I see now. Things were so unfair before. But there's guys that will still get caught up in this web, right? Still get caught up in, okay, I'll do whatever you say, baby. Because that's how it's going to be, right? Because everyone has to compromise. And when women are saying they won't compromise, begin it in. Let's keep going.
I just told somebody that I was interested in that I had herpes, and for that being like my first time like disclosing to somebody, I just wish it went a little better, because I've never done that before. And like, is that how it's gonna be like every time? Like, am I gonna like a guy and then he's just, is it ever gonna get easier? Does it get easier telling people I don't know how to do this? I feel like I'm in the same place I was a month ago. Like, is anybody gonna want to be with me? Just those same questions running through my head. I don't know, maybe I should have waited longer to tell him. I don't want to cry anymore. I just keep replaying it in my head. And like, as soon as I told him, his whole demeanor changed. And his body language changed. And like, maybe I went about it wrong.
You didn't go about it wrong. Thank you for letting that man know that I can possibly give you something you can't take back, right? Kudos to you. That was very responsible. I commend you for that, young lady. But I got to tell you this. You tell any man, you pretty much told a man, you could never go raw with me. We probably can't have a baby because we have a baby. You got to go raw. You get herpes. The baby won't get it. I know right now they have it set to where the baby won't get it. But it's a situation where that's what a guy's hearing. A guy just doesn't want to deal. That's a serious thing. You know what? I say this. This is why more women need to be married before they have babies. Of course, would be married before they have sex. This is the reason why. Now you're starting to get it. Now you're in a position where you can't get a man because you're honest. I'm happy for that. I'm happy you're honest, but it's nobody's fault but your own. You should have waited.
First of all, y'all not be talking about my culture.
I think the problem was between black men, passport bros, and black women. And it was the passport bros that were disrespecting black women, and then black women just responded.
Now look at this.
Y'all are just catching up. As someone who has lived in other countries for a number of years, let me tell you, black men aren't the only one doing this. Men of all races are doing this. You all are the ones that are now popularizing it for clout, popularizing it like it's the thing to do. We everything up. We have to talk about everything. This practice has been going on for so long. It's only the broke black men who out here clout chasing and who think they're really doing some new shit are the ones who are talking about it.
He will allow his daughter to come to America if she's going to live a comfortable life.
$40, $50, $60,000 is gonna be some struggle love, and she ain't got no job. She ain't got no citizenship yet. You don't want to fight for your children with a lawyer in the courts. A lot of y'all say that money is the problem. So how are you going to pay for her citizenship, her visa, the immigration lawyers? How are you going to do that? How are you going to get her over here? And if you go over there and you get the tail from these ladies that you paid for, and you get one of them pregnant, how you going to get your baby over here? Some type of grooming routine for you to do more than expect for her to help you pay half of the bills and then come home, cook and clean, and if you have kids, rear the kids while you sit and watch TV with a beer because you don't have any skills that required you to use your brain.
It had nothing to do with the Thai and Filipino women. It has nothing to do with whoever they go and see and have relations with. That's not an issue about where they're going. It was the fact that they felt the need to disrespect black women. Now, one thing about us black women, we know about the struggle.
It's not my fault.
You know, we might not all participate in the struggle, but we know about the struggle. So that's why we do not interfere when you come over and you set up your massage parlors and you sell that thing.
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sound language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and need to be right. Time.
We are not trying to interfere with that.
What?
You know, so I don't...
Did she just try to smooth it out by insulting more? When you come over here and start your massage parlors and do your little thing? What? She's serious. And then you wonder why Filipinas are clapping back the way they do. Now, number one, you disrespected us. You made it like guys are not coming over to find true love, which they are. And then you called them dirty foot just, right? Dirty foot just taking our men. That's just said.
I think that you guys think that we're trying to stop your money. By all means, get that $20. We are not trying to stop your money. Sell it, because we know you're going to sell it. You are going, nothing is going to stop you from selling that thing. So, we are not trying to stop you from making your money.
See, shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. When Kevin said it, he was talking about you. You see, you backed up you're defending yourself with more insults, right? It's like they just want to fight. They just want to fight, stab, scratch, and then woman is saying, look what you just did. They turn around and say, I see why guys are going the other way. I see why guys are leaving, escaping. When they show those thumbnails, right? When you see those thumbnails and also you see that art, that AI art of men running away with the passport in their hand, this is why. That art makes sense. Because men, this attitude, the man with the passport is like, with a bunch of ladies behind him, angry woman, white, black, all kinds. See, y'all like to try to say, oh, you're talking about black woman. No, it's not black woman. You can't do that. You can't just include yourself and make it seem like, no, it's not all about you. It's all. There's Filipinas in the West that are no good. There's all types of women guys are going to see that are no good. We're leaving them too. Because guys know there's definitely more to life. Dealing with that. See you next video.
This is the way.
Passport bros. Passport. No.
So he's coming.